welcome back to my channel. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be doing something different. We're going to be talking about brands that we will not be taking into 2021. We need these brands to stay in 2020 with everything else that has happened so we can move forward with our lives. So I have a very small list here, and if you guys have some brands that you want to stay in 2020, then let me know down in the comments and I can definitely do a part 2 to this video. But these are just the brands that I don't want to see moving forward. I don't. And it's really crazy because I was obsessed with these brands when they first came out, or when I first got into makeup, I was obsessed with them. And I felt like if I didn't have every single thing that they released, that I was not a cool kid and that my life meant absolutely nothing. Literally, I was that obsessed. Let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Okay, so the first brand that we're leaving in 2020 is Kylie Cosmetics. Now, this is very controversial because everybody loves Kylie. If you're a subscriber or if you're watching right now and you love Kylie, I am not jumping on you at all. If you love Kylie Cosmetics, please continue to use them. If you like Kylie, please continue to support her. I like Kylie to an extent. I can definitely appreciate her for what she is, but I can also feel some type of way because she has very shady ways and she just isn't the best businesswoman in my particular opinion. But what do I know about business? I don't run $1 billion makeup brand. Anyway, we do not need Kylie Cosmetics in 2021. We don't need it. I think Kylie Cosmetics has definitely run its course. It was a good ride while it was here, but if you ask any influencer that is reviewing Kylie Cosmetics in this day, they will tell you that the views of those videos have definitely declined. Like, nobody is checking for Kylie's new releases. I think maybe a few people are, but definitely not like it used to be. It's just been too many inconsistencies with the brand. I personally got the Weatherman palette or the Storm and Lightning palette. I cannot remember. I decluttered it a while ago, and it was the one with like the blue and the green and the silver and the bright yellow. It was horrible packaging. I got that palette and I was so excited to finally have something from Kylie Cosmetics because I mean, I'm a makeup lover, so I'm definitely down to pretty much try anything. I had saved up and I was like, ooh, I got this palette. I'm super excited. I was gonna review it on my channel, and I got that palette, and one, there was like a piece of hair in it, and two, that palette was horrible. There was absolutely no pigmentation, not 1 ounce of payoff in any of those shadows. I struggled to use those shadows. I used that palette maybe twice, a max of 3 times, and that third time was probably just done. Like, I was just absolutely done with it. So I cannot spend my money on Kylie Cosmetics. Anybody that doesn't get it for free in PR, like, I'm just like, why are you spending your money on Kylie? Like, literally, go get ColourPop. It's the same thing. It's actually better. You know what I'm saying? So I can't, as you guys know, like, I watch the Kardashians. Well, I don't watch them like anymore. I haven't watched the new seasons in a while actually, but like the older seasons, I love to watch them. I used to be obsessed with the like Khloe and Kim, or the Kim and like Courtney take whatever, take the Hamptons, take Miami, take New York. Like, I used to love those, and I actually would still watch them if they came on right now. As far as Kylie Cosmetics and the brand, I just think that it's done with. Like, it's ran its course and it's just time for it to go, you know? So okay, so the second brand that we do not want to take into 2021 is Benefit Cosmetics. Give it up, pumpkin.
Bye, pumpkin. Bye, pumpkin.
I don't want to see Benefit Cosmetics on the shelves anymore. I don't. I know a lot of people are like, oh, they make the best brow pencil ever. That brow pencil is $30. And you know what? Let's just insert right here. There was a time where I would have never in my life thought to bash like any of these companies on this list. Like, I would have been so afraid to do it. But seeing how these companies have behaved over the years, and just the sheer amount of money that they have made, but the lack of growing that they have done, it is disgusting. It's disgusting. All of these brands, the lack of growth is abysmal at this point. Benefit, we do not want it. Like, If all you have to offer is to us is a $30 brow pencil or a $30 brow kit, are you joking? Here in this Lord's year, are you joking? NYX Cosmetics has one of the best eyebrow pencils, skinny eyebrow pencils on the market. It's like $10. Morphe, $5. You can feel how you want to feel about Morphe, but that brow pencil is good and it is only $5. You can go to your local beauty supply store or hair store and get a brown eyeliner / eyebrow pencil for 99 cents, and you can do your brows with that and get you some concealer and you can make it work. You do not need the Benefit brow pencil. Most of the people telling you that it's needed are influencers and they're getting it for free. We are not doing this. We're not paying $30 for brow pencils anymore. Absolutely not. The next company is Smashbox. Now, I will admit that I have not been keeping up with Smashbox, and I'm going to tell you why. Because they're boring. I remember when Smashbox came out with those contour sticks. It was like the contour shade and then the light shade. Like, what was the name of that contour stick? And I really want to... Give me a second. Yes, they're $23. Okay. So, it's these Smashbox contour and highlight sticks singles. They came in the little pack. I remember when those came out, I was so excited. Mind you, back then I'm thinking, oh, it's for contouring, like it's gonna work for me. Like, it was such a weird time back then. Everybody was like really learning about makeup and like trying to figure out like what products work for them. And I know darker skinned people, these brands were not making shades for us, so we were trying our best to make it work with what they were giving us. And I remember when these contour sticks came out, I was prepared to spend my hard-earned money on these contour sticks, and for some reason I could never buy them. They were like either all sold out or just something stopped it. And I'm so happy because I would have spent so much money on these sticks and they would not have worked for me, and I would have been here trying to make it work or make it seem like, oh my god, these are the best, and trying to sell them to people. And I'm so happy that that never happened. Smashbox has repeatedly refused, just like Benefit, to grow and expand. The eyeshadow palette, we don't need them. Do you remember when they like came out with that big, huge like makeup thing and like everybody wanted it? I'm so happy that I never got that. Now, mind you, there was one thing from Smashbox that I was obsessed with, and that was the Smashbox primer water. And if there's any reason that I want Smashbox to stay in business, it is because of that primer water. And I don't know what they got in it, but I was paying $36 for that water. I was. And I truly believe that it did something special to my skin. I really want to try it again because I was so obsessed with that primer water and I was paying that money for it. And I was like, was it $36? I feel like that primer water was $36. It was $36 or it was $28. Let's see. $32. That primer water was $32. And you know what? I would actually buy it again just to see if I was tripping back then, because I was so obsessed with this stuff. Now, let's also go back to the iconic, well, I'm not in quotes because it is iconic, the iconic primers. That oil control primer and that slick back primer, the gooey one that everybody was loving. The original Photo Finish Smooth and Blur primer, that silky, I think it's dimethicone based. I feel like looking. But anyway, that primer, you guys know what I'm talking about. This primer is $37. $37. Are you joking? This primer is insanely overpriced. Why is that primer so expensive? It doesn't do anything. Now, mind you, I never bought the big one, but I used to buy the little small ones because I felt like I just could not live without that primer. I used to buy the little small ones, and I promise you, I don't remember anything special about it, but I just remember the placebo effect because I thought that my makeup looked bomb using it, and I was so excited to be like, oh, this is the Smashbox Photo. This, no, you can put Vaseline on your face and get better results. Smashbox, do better. Hang it up. Let's actually get into those eyeshadows. Y'all know Smashbox was around here with those eyeshadow palettes that all look the same. Every single release looked the same. It didn't matter what it was. Holiday 2020 collection. You know what? I'm actually going to do a video reacting to holiday gift sets on Sephora, actually screen recording myself doing it. So we're gonna get into that. So I'm actually gonna say that. Okay, so let's just, for giggles, let's see. Okay, they've got the Cover Shot Eye Palette. Boring. Boring. The LA Cover Shot Palette. Boring. Trying to get you with some pops of blue. Boring. That Full Exposure palette that I was willing to sell a toe for. Boring. But you could not tell me that that palette was not one of the best palettes out here walking. I'm so glad I never spent $52 on it. Oh my gosh, the Double Exposure 2.0 eyeshadow palette, $49. Boring. And that is all they have. That's it. Insanely boring. Oh my gosh, I can't. Moving on. Next is Urban Decay. Actually, I'm really enjoying going to their website. So let's actually go to Urban Decay. Now, Urban Decay, let me just say that this one is a really tough one for me because I love Urban Decay. I loved it, I loved it, I loved it, and I still do. So this is tough for me because I really love Urban Decay. Let me say it again so you can understand. The Naked palettes, my heart. Shall we talk about it? Let's talk about it. The Naked 2. I will never in my life throw this thing away. It can start growing fungus and I will never throw it away. It's actually, look at it. I will never throw this palette away. And I'm gonna tell you, this is still one of the blackest eyeshadows that I will ever use. This palette just hits different. It hits so different because I just see myself using this palette, getting ready for class in college, thinking that I'm doing the thing, and it probably looks like a hot, ashy mess on me, but you couldn't tell me that when I added a little bit of that black to smoke it out, you couldn't tell me that I wasn't killing the game. Like, you really could not tell me nothing. This palette, oh my gosh, I want to get it bronzed. Naked 3. Get into her. Get into her. She's giving you rose gold. When this came out, y'all, I can tell you right now that I probably watched every single video on this palette. My best friend, I love him to death. Oh my God, Gregory, you are the light of my life. He got this for me for Christmas or for my birthday, I cannot remember. Oh my gosh. Unfortunately, I lost the really pretty sparkly color. I lost it. It like fell out and crumbled all over the place. It was horrible. But other than that, I still have it. Let's get into it. What? Get into the Urban Decay Electric Palette. Y'all, I was so excited when I got this. An iconic palette. And I'm so happy that I got my hands on it. So it's hard for me to say, Urban Decay, get it together. You can't go into 2020 with us. But you know what, Urban Decay, I'm going to give you a second. I'm going to give you a pass and say if you get it together, you can come with us. But you can't come with us initially. You gotta like get it together and then you can come later. I just want Urban Decay to be great. Thank you guys once again for joining me for another day of Vlogmas. Please check out the videos down below of all the days before now, and check out all of my social media links down below so you can keep up with me and see what I've got going on. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you guys on tomorrow for another day of Vlogmas. Bye.